Brain fog, the silent killer of productivity. It can make you reread pages in a book, miss important parts of conversations, or down excessive amounts of coffee just to stay focused on your work. But it doesn't have to be this way, which is why in this video, we'll not only look at the causes of brain fog, but what you can do to eliminate it completely, so you can get more done in less time with less stress. The first and probably most common cause of brain fog is inadequate blood flow. Our brain only occupies 2% of the total body mass, but accounts for 20% of the total energy used. This energy has to be carried by the blood, so it's important to keep those vessels dilated so oxygen and nutrients can get to the brain. And we can do this by reducing inflammation using anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric and CBD oil. Cooking turmeric into things increases the bioavailability of its active compound curcumin. You can also try cutting back on caffeine, sodium, and processed sugar since they all increase blood pressure. Instead, you should eat more monounsaturated fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocados. Combine all that with moderate exercise and deep breathing to lower blood pressure, and you might find that your brain fog quickly fades away. The second cause of brain fog is nutrient deficiency. Certain nutrients are essential for cognitive function, and without adequate amounts, it can become increasingly harder for you to focus. Consider adding more omega-3s to your diet in the form of walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, or salmon. Also make sure you're getting enough vitamin D, either through supplements or sunlight. And add in more antioxidants with things like blueberries, green tea, dark leafy greens, and dark chocolate to reduce oxidative stress and slow down aging of the brain. One thing I'll mention though is be cautious with dark chocolate because it's a high oxalate food, which means it could actually lead to brain fog if you're oxalate sensitive. This leads me to my next point about food sensitivities. You might consider getting tested to find out what foods cause you digestive or nervous system distress. If a specific food creates inflammation in your body, you should avoid it, even if it's a well-known health food. One common food sensitivity we hear about a lot these days is gluten intolerance. The symptoms of gluten intolerance include things like bloating, abdominal pain, diarrhea, fatigue, depression, numbness, joint and muscle pain. But just because you might not do well with gluten doesn't necessarily mean you have to go all in on a gluten-free diet, since that can get expensive and really difficult to maintain. Instead, first try adding more fresh fruits and veggies into your diet, as well as whole grains and proteins that are low in fat. And if you're really keen on finding out what nutrients you're deficient in, get tested. You can ask your doctor about getting a blood test done at a lab, or opt for an at-home test. The third and final cause I'll cover in this video is neurotransmitter imbalances. Low levels of serotonin, which can occur through sensory overload or not getting enough sleep, can cause feelings of fatigue and brain fog. Of course, there are medications for extreme circumstances, but most of us can restore serotonin levels just by supplementing with things like fish oil, magnesium, 5-HTP, or tryptophan. When it comes to neurotransmitters, it's also important to be mindful of your exposure to toxins. Air pollution in crowded cities and exposure to heavy metals like mercury can also lead to brain fog by affecting neurotransmitter levels. What's worse is that these toxins often hang around in the body for a while. Just like with nutrient deficiencies, you can also get tested if you believe you have an abundance of toxins in your body. If you end up implementing some of these ideas but continue to have issues with brain fog, speak to a doctor about next steps. You may want to get tested for thyroid disorder, especially if you're a woman and are having other symptoms like muscle weakness and joint pain. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this video interesting or helpful at all, it would mean so much to me if you gave it a like so we can grow and keep creating new and better content. Leave a comment if you have a question, and check out the website if you want to learn more about how we help people take their health and wellness goals to the next level. Until next time, happy hacking.